Nearly 20,000 fans converged on St. Paul's new Allianz Field Saturday for its inaugural pro soccer game, oblivious to a raw wind and eager to celebrate their Loons in a home they can finally call their own. "I'm positively elated," said Casey Giltner, snapping photos of the manicured emerald grass hours before the game. "It's so much cooler inside than I thought it would be. It feels tight, like you're right on top of the field." Giltner and his wife Brittany Bybee, of northeast Minneapolis, were among the crowd that started arriving around noon for a loud pre-game party in and around the new stadium. They described their trip to St. Paul on the Green Line from downtown Minneapolis is super smooth, leaving them to focus on what Giltner calls the sport of the people. Transportation pros are analyzing the game-day traffic patterns around Allianz Field, a $250 million privately funded stadium wedged into a gritty Midway neighborhood on Interstate 94 that is already congested and lacks much parking. While a few fans lamented the lack of parking, most said their game-day trek went off without a hitch. They rode buses and light rail, took shuttle buses from the state fairground parking lots, walked and Ubered. The transportation management plan the city of St. Paul issued last month projected that about 40% of fans would take the Green Line or bus on game days. Although Snelling Avenue was jammed, overall, there appeared to be few major pre-game traffic mishaps. "Everything seems to be going really well," said Metro Transit Police spokesman Howie Padilla, just before the game start. Some who drove parked in the few nearby garages, others took their chances. Lori and Molotl Wachosa drove in from Blaine and, when asked where they parked, pointed east and said, "Way down that way." Guards suggested that the game's exit would be far more chaotic than the arrivals, which were spread over several hours. No one appeared to mind that the lawn was soggy and fenced off, and that big mounds of dirty snow hulked nearby. Fans bellied up to the food trucks by the stadium, snapped up freebies, kicked soccer balls and got their faces painted with Loon logos as the rock band 4 on the floor blared. Molly Cave, who lives nearby, was dancing with her husband, James, sporting a Loons blanket as a cape. Cave said she understands that some of the neighbors are angry about the disruption of having a stadium in their midst, but she thinks it's great. "The Caves are season ticket holders. We feel really privileged," said Cave. "We never splurge on anything. For us, it's a big deal." Nearby, 8-year-old Olivia Flynn was getting her face painted and sparkled. Mother Megan said that 7 family members crammed in a car, including her brother from Fargo, and drove in from Edina. Olivia said that her favorite thing about the stadium is that, in the night it lights up. Inside, over at the Wonderwall section where fans chant and sing, Liz Larson, of Centerville, and her son Cody, of Fridley, stood in wait. She described the stadium as above and beyond her expectations, and said it was great the team finally has a home. "They used to be hockey people," they said, "but started going to soccer games a few years ago at TCF Bank Stadium, and just got addicted." Steve Flashing, of St. Paul, was enjoying the stadium's expansive brew hall with sons Patrick and Steven, who both play soccer. Patrick, a 6th grader at Nativity School in St. Paul, was ready to leave for the game at 10 a.m., he said. "I don't know if he slept last night," said Flashing. Julio Hernandez, too, was excited. The 16-year-old, who plays forward for the Austin High School soccer team, said he drove up from Austin with his father and brother for the game. Hernandez said he has dreams of playing professionally, and was in awe of the soccer team's new home. "The whole thing is amazing," Hernandez said. "The grass is so nice, so perfect."